I need to get no back on where you was done.
I'm glad I got my team.
Harville music.
Let's toast to this. Let's take oath to this. In time, I've had some friends, but this is where life begins. Let's roll up, let's smoke one for us. There's nothing left to discuss. This is where we should be. All of my crew with me, and it feels so good to trust. Cause no one can fuck with us, and as long as we keep this trust, cause without you there is no us. This is love, real love, no lust. No one can fuck with us, and as long as we keep this trust, cause without you there is no us. This is love, real
I've been through a lot of cliques, a lot of teams, a lot of shit that been dragged out, that been crossed over. I live cream, my mate hit, so my team supreme, they fucking with me. Harville is a movement. Hebrew is a nation. We kill it. We ain't just doing it, and we chemical with this burn shit. Stick together like an omelet, and my OGs on top of me. That say rain free, but properly. We keep it hot like potpourri, but stay low key like a hockey league. Stay cooking our song like Paula Dean. On blast, ain't no witness. Focus, we about our business, and we killing niggas that witness it. The game fucked up, we fixing it. My team like a pack full of pixies, fixing living color, we living it. And after this right here, hey man, kill this shit. The whole world gon' feel this
Let's
shit.
toast to this. Let's take oath to this. In time, I've had some friends, but this is where life begins. Let's roll up, let's smoke for us. There's nothing left to discuss. This is where we should be. All of my crew with me. And it feels so good to trust. Cause no one can fuck with us. And as long as we keep this trust, cause without you there is no us. This is love, real love, no lust. No one can fuck with us. And as long as we keep this trust, cause without you there is no us. This is love, real love.
You are now on Blast Radio Atlanta, home with $5 spin and your number one station for independent artists.
Yo, it's your girl Big Show. When you tuned into the Truth Session, you don't get no realer than this. Motherfucking right. It don't, man. We in there bit, man. Special episode today, man. Sunday. Hey, yo, we in there, bitch, man. Shout out to Miss Coxx. You know what I'm saying? She should be in the thing in a minute. We gonna turn it up for the one time, for the two times, just for her. You know what I'm saying? Look, exactly, man. Two shows in 1 week, man. You know, look, I don't know, man. You know, 2 shows in 1 week ain't bad. That was, I know. Look, man, we did that last week too. 2 shows 1 week. I don't know, man. Look, man. Hey, look, man. I don't know. That just might be a good little idea, man. A little early afternoon chit chat with the folks out here. You know what I'm saying? We know. You know what I'm saying? We know. You like, uh-oh, is that the door? Maybe somebody. It sounds like a dog. Did I hear a dog? I don't know, man. Hey, look, you never know. You just might. Hey, look, man. Everybody, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Happy Pride Weekend. It's Gay Pride Weekend, and so, man, I'm gonna drop y'all with this goddamn thing right here, because guess what, man? I like girls too. I like you, baby. I like you, baby. Do what that's my body, so he made me cry. Baby, I'm hard to lie. And in spite of the fact I took him back, but she was there every time he repeated that. Didn't know I needed that. I should make a song about it, spit it on the track, run it back, make the singer slap. Cause everything she is, boy, you miss it. And all that shit you
Yeah, that's ain't no joke. Let me know. Let me know.
Night out there.
Give me everything I want. I like girls. 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 I like you, baby. I know how you made me this way. I like girls. I like you, baby. Let me go. So many broken hearts, I'm like fuck niggas. Me and my chick at the party with the stick. When we step out, drink shit, all niggas can do is switch the side. Know everything she is, boy, you busy. And all that shit you get, I tell you what you want. Look my heart and I'll be so done. She came to show me love. Gave me everything I want. I tell you what you want. Look my heart and I'll be so done. She came to show me love. Gave me everything I want. I like girls. 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 I like you, baby. I know how you made me this way. I like girls. I like you, baby. I like girls. I like girls. I like girls. I like girls. I used to like him, and I would like her. But she came right in. Change my view, change my world. I used to like him, and now I like her. Think about it. But she came right in. That's my girl. I used to like him, and now I like her. But she came right in. And change my view, change my world. I like girls. 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 I like you, baby. I know how you made me this way. I like girls. I like you, baby.
You want the keys tonight?
I like you, baby.
You are now rocking on Black Radio Atlanta, home with $5 spin, the #1 station for independent artists.
She got
Hey,
kid, are you kidding me?
Let me sit over there. You sit on this side.
Thinking about it.
No, right?
Yeah.
I'm real sad in the right spot. Because I'm right here.
They couldn't move rather nobody than I constantly get that right.
I'm good.
I ain't
Right.
She wasn't perfect, I guess I you move on to the next one. I feel like I was trapped, no exit. She gon' live like no stress, make a million up the pain, no sweat. We was never meant to be in that space. I guess I want better for you. And for me too, another Billy. Till I'm see through, how they coming with me? I don't need you. Put myself together, feeling better. That's how we do. I'm a broke phone. Don't need that no more. For that shit, I'm living the score. Gotta get baggage good. I just knew my heart on the floor. Yeah, like she did. Have my heart ejected, now injecting all this semen and no bitches. I don't know. Honestly, could give a fuck. All the moving, I was stuck. Can't let that no more. This pain inside of my heart is slowly fading. Bitch, I'm up. The new kid won't tell you nothing. So don't come back for nothing. Nothing coming on. Rather than nobody that personally did it wrong. Bitch, you ain't the test of me. It's just my bad to sit on. Crying on the shoulder.
heavy ass phone. That nigga said, no, I can't do it, nigga.
I guess I just couldn't protect you. Feelings my excess. I know you had
We have to take a case shit off of them. The case make our phone
she wasn't perfect, I guess I you move on to the next one. But the devil's drop, no heads. She gon' live life, no stress. Make a million up the pain, no sweat. Things never meant to be in that space. I guess I know better. I guess I know better for you. For me too.
it's your girl Big Show. When you tuned into the Truth Session, you don't get no realer than this. Motherfucking right, y'all already know, man. We in it, big. Turned up. Hey, yo, man. Special episode of the Truth Session. We in this motherfucker, man. Your girl Big Show.
I am Jason C.
And your boy D Gray.
All right. And we got Miss Coxx up in this motherfucker, so y'all know how it's going down.
Oh yeah. It's Coxx time.
Oh yeah. All right. So look, man, we got you on the building, man. Look, what's been going on? It's like catch up for me. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. It's been a long while. Yeah. Or whatever.
It's been forever.
I know. Right. You grew up on me. You know what I'm saying? Like sprouted and turned into a whole woman out here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So look, the first thing I want you to do definitely is, introduce yourself to everybody. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Okay. What's up, world? It's yours truly, Miss Coxx. That's MZCOXX. You can find me everywhere at MZCOXX. Triple X if you're nasty. Oh yeah, it's Coxx time.
100. So for those who don't know, tell everybody what it is that you do and where they can find your music and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm an artist for sure. All around entertainer, specializing in rapping, of course. Okay. I just don't like to be like, oh, I'm a rapper, because I actually like putting on shows and being an artist, you know what I'm saying? So definitely for sure.
So you're an entertainer.
Yes. Entertainment, yes. That's what I do.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. 100. So, how long you been doing music?
I wrote my first verse at 10 years old. I seriously started performing around 16. I think that's when I met you.
Yeah.
So of course you know that it's been at it for a long time. It feels like so.
Oh yeah.
9 years.
It's been a little minute. Yeah. Now, how would you say you've grown since the last time I've seen you?
Okay, so 16-year-old me versus 26. I'm 25.
Well, damn, you don't remember?
It be like that sometimes.
I'm 25. I just turned 25 in January.
Word.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Aquarius.
We
did too. You know what I'm saying?
I already know.
I feel like I've changed, definitely matured, definitely evolved. I feel like I'm definitely getting into my sound and taking this more so as a craft versus this is something that just looks fun to do. Like being an artist is working. I put in the work for it versus when I was 16, just starting is like, oh, this person's a singer, this person's a rapper. I want to do this too type of thing. But I knew still, even with me doing that, it still would be different just because I've always wanted to write. Like I've always been a writer. I write for myself, other people. Like I've always been big on writing.
Okay. Word. That's lit. That's lit. So that means like you're open to writing songs and stuff like that for other artists?
Oh, for sure. And I'm not too proud to say that. Like I can get in the session and not be on the record. Like I just want to make dope music, dope records that is timeless and international. Like we can take it anywhere. I don't have to be on the record for it to be a hit. I just want to be a part of the process and write.
Right.
I feel that. That's lit. That's lit. So tell me, what do you like more? You like being, behind the paper and the pen, or you like being like center stage?
I probably would say center stage only because my favorite part of being an artist is performing. Like I love being on stage. I know some people that say like, studio is fun, studio is cool, but being on the stage and just feeding off of the energy, like being an energy giver. That's why Missy Elliott is like my biggest inspiration, just because from the first foot that she steps on the stage, you are entertained from the suits, the lights, the camera, the action. Like
right,
Missy she's an entertainer.
Man,
that's
like her and Buster.
Yeah. Word. No, that's real. So you out here answering questions I ain't even asked yet. You know what I'm saying? No, right. No, it's all good. It's all good. And so tell me, what do you find most enjoyable about performing?
Meeting new people and allowing them to appreciate your craft. Because you go to shows or you go to open mics and stuff like that, and you have people that are just like, oh my God, what's happening and stuff like that. But a lot of times I have people that come up and like, oh my gosh, you're just so this or so that. Like it's different. Like I want to motivate or inspire somebody to go do something, whether it's through my music or through what I'm doing. So it's like, I'm gonna motivate you to go get a bag. I'm gonna motivate you to be a boss within your own rights.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
not just the fuck a nigga take his money type of thing. It's
Right. Okay.
That part.
I fuck with it. Okay.
Okay.
now I have music for that. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm sure
that's not my MO. Like it's not always necessarily about that because I'm more so like I got my own bag. You can have your bag too, but I got my own bag.
Right.
We can get it back together too. It is what it
Well,
is.
I feel that.
Straight up.
Oh, okay, so
Okay.
so
I might blow it back.
we're talking
on
about
you.
getting bags together and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So are you dating currently, or are you single, or are you looking, or is everybody chasing you?
I'm focused.
Focus. I feel that.
I'm focused.
Right.
I feel like I
Right.
took so much breaks and time to put efforts and energies into other things to where it's like I have to focus on myself right now, what's going on. So I'm definitely focused on my craft.
Like
I feel that.
that's. I mean, it's a distraction, really.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's like
It
I
can
said,
be.
don't knock
Definitely.
anybody, but
Nah.
it's just I gotta be focused.
Right.
And that consistency word it matters.
Right.
No,
Right.
definitely.
So
Out
if
here
you're
in
gonna
this
ride,
game.
you need to ride and ride it all the way out. Just don't be there. Well, okay, she getting a bag. I'm here now. No, she telling you fellas, if y'all gonna be there from the gate and ride.
But even with that, it's like not everybody understands your lifestyle and
Right.
what you
That
have
part.
to do. Like
That's
for
very
me,
true.
I'm a female in a male dominated industry.
That's
So
very true.
with that being said, I may have late studio nights, or I may have to talk to this producer, talk to this club owner, talk to this and talk to that, and not everybody understands. Like,
Right.
why are you smiling in his face? Like, I have to be personable. I have to be friendly. Like the music industry is fake.
Yeah.
You
Right.
have to be
You
that
gotta
way.
play the
Just
game.
because
Exactly.
I smile at a guy, or you know what I'm saying, or just like, hey, yeah, come on, let's talk. Like that's how you got to be.
Right.
I'm not doing that because I want to sleep with him. Like that doesn't matter to me. I can care less about him. Once I walk away, like
Right.
it's for a reason. It's for a purpose.
It's called trust.
Yeah, not everybody
Yeah,
understands
Yeah.
that.
Not everybody do understand.
Yeah.
That. You know, it's hard
That's
out
big.
here.
They're like, you flirting. Like, what? Am I really? I'm not doing anything.
That's why
I'm
a lot
working.
of industry
Right.
people date other industry people, and it's like that throughout almost all industries. You know what I'm saying? Like even the police officers and firefighters and you know ambulance
Right.
people, they like date amongst each other because you know they got the whole trauma thing and stuff.
And
They
they
need people to
understand.
talk to.
Right.
And they understand.
it, like
Yeah,
you said.
and so that's what it come down to. But man, that's messed up. I hope there's some great guys out here who, you know what I'm saying, are open minded and understand that, hey,
Man.
look, man, look, your job is your job. And when you step away from your job, then
Leave
you
that
know,
shit where it's
yeah,
at.
right, absolutely.
And don't
so,
be
and I know,
insecure,
I know
fellas.
that could be-
Don't be insecure.
hey, look, man, 'cause that is a complete turn off. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want nobody
It's
that's
already-
insecure.
It's already easy for an Aquarius to get turned
Yeah,
off.
I
So
mean,
you
I'm
doing
saying,
extra stuff.
Right.
Oh my
Right.
She
God,
like
you're
motherfucker,
done.
red flag.
You're
You
canceled.
can't.
I
What?
text you
giving
at
y'all
2
the
o'clock.
game.
You didn't see me. It's 2:05. You didn't see
Alright.
a message. I was in the
Right.
studio. Well, you was recording videos in the studio, but I'm working.
Be like, look,
Exactly.
man, I'm
I don't
grown
even
as
have my
hell.
phone. I'm recording a video
Right.
to be working. I'm not doing all of that. You
I'm
know?
grown as
that's
hell. I
right.
ain't got time
Yeah.
to be spending explaining shit to you.
At
Well,
all.
I'm trying to get a
Word.
motherfucking bag.
So
If
have-
you saw that word about me, you need to go get you a bag.
I know,
If you
right?
sitting at the
That
house worried
I
about
mean,
me,
right,
Yeah,
that's
find
right.
you something to
if
do.
you
got
worried
some-
about 5 minutes that has went past
Since-
me not texting you back, then you need to find something to do with what you got
Right,
going
right.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
So my question is, have you had relationships that have pulled you away from your musical career?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Earlier in my artistry, but like I said, since I've grown and started to separate and realize not even just like boyfriend or girlfriend, it's just relationships in
Experience,
general.
Right.
Yeah, that has definitely taught me a lot of things, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean friendships too.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
like
yeah.
I said,
love.
no,
Yeah.
friendships, relationships,
Yeah, the
family.
yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
be family people, and it just changes. Like, oh, that's how you moving?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
I
mean,
didn't know that.
Well, we talk a lot here about knowing who you are and stuff like that. We see that like when you start to move away and start to separate yourself like that, that's when you really start to understand who you are and what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I'm saying? So kudos to you.
Yeah.
Word.
For sure.
So tell us about your career as of late. Like you've been doing shows, touring. You know, have you signed with anybody yet? Like you know what's going on as far as your music career?
Last tour.
or completely left.
All right.
Completely. Oh, left was that way.
Yeah.
It went that way, not that way.
Yeah.
And so it went completely left. I mean, can we ask, like, what happened? Yeah.
Who's the blame?
Janky
Like,
promoters.
who we know? Who we know? I
What
don't know.
was it?
Definitely some janky promotions going on. Should I have said that? It was,
Hey, it's the truth.
It's the truth section, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Look, facts is
Yeah.
facts all day long.
definitely was on a tour, and I would definitely just more so say wrong place, wrong time, based off of negligence or neglect, and it resulted in me catching basically the bullet, literally, for other people's actions. So
you got shot?
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
Okay.
She a rapper for real. You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting
She
two and two together. I
solidified.
understand.
She solidified in the game. I know.
And you know that's
Bullies don't make you solidified, but that's what people be thinking. You know what I'm saying?
They're like, oh, you a
yeah.
rapper now. I'm like,
No,
Is
nigga.
Is that like a rite of
I mean, that's what I said. That's what I said. Badge of honor around the motherfucker. No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you definitely should. I mean, first off, as a woman, you shouldn't be in situations to where you can be placed into any type of harm or danger or whatever like that. And so it's important to have the right people around you, as far as your management, even people who just care about what you got going on. It's good to have a team that is supportive and that's down and that's there for you, because there's a lot of shit that go on in this game. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, bullets ain't just the smallest thing that happen or go on when it comes to females in this industry or whatever like that. And so, like, how was like your recovery? How long did it take you to recover? Where did you get shot at?
So the bullet entered into my left butt cheek, but it ended up being lodged in my hip, causing me to have a hip break, basically breaking my hip. So, and y'all know that basically a hip surgery is one of the
it's
a major surgery. With that, I would say that, like, even the doctors and even my physical therapists were more so that definitely shocked based off of how quick my recovery process was. Like, a lot of people say like 8 months to a year type of thing, but I was determined to, getting back to my craft and what I wanted to do. So I probably would say 7 months. I wasn't able to walk for like 2 or 3, not 2 of those months. 2 of those months, not being able to walk at all. They had me on a restriction called non-weight bearing, which is literally no weight bearing. And then I went to partial weight bearing, and then I went to weight bearing as tolerated from there. So you can only imagine the not being able to move. Like, you just sit in the bed, you gotta use crutches or hop around your house.
Well, let's thank the that you're still here.
Yeah.
So my thing is 2 months of thinking, because you couldn't do anything
and writing.
So yeah,
honestly though, like, it was very hard for me to write.
So I mean, the mind state you probably had to be in.
Just because I feel like I was definitely in I was overwhelmed with emotion, like overwhelmed in my head. Like, I'm an overthinker as it is. So being in that situation and just like seeing everything that happened after the fact and how things were going, I feel like I had like super duper writer's block. Like, I still haven't even to this day been able to break through and write about what happened. Wow. Matter of fact, I just let y'all know that has happened. Like, a lot, it's only a small sector of individuals that really, really know what happened. Like, they know that I wasn't out or doing any shows, and I do a post here or there like, hey, I couldn't walk 7 months ago, but people still don't know. Like, this is an exclusive technically. That
hey, look, that's what we do over here, man. The True Session exclusives.
Miss Coxx was shot, you know what I'm saying? But it's been a year. Like I said, I got shot August 21st of 21. We in 22, so this is basically the year of me coming back. So now it's finally time for me to start coming out, speaking my truth.
Man, I just figure, like, when you finally write that one, you know what I'm saying, that one bar, that 116 about that whole situation is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
That whole
I
joint
definitely
gonna be
think-
crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely think, for sure. I can agree because I'm sure you got a lot of pent up thoughts,
Anger.
you know,
I mean, I probably be kind of
frustration.
upset. Like,
Right.
But I mean, and you got to think that it's a lot of blame that got to be handed around, but it's a lot of accountability that got to be, you know,
It's not happening,
accepted as well too. Because you know we got to think about everything that happens.
Happens for a reason.
Number one, definitely happens for a reason,
Right.
but it's from a choice that we
Right.
made. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to make sure that you place that accountability upon yourself, you know, for being in certain places,
Right.
around certain people and around certain things. And I mean, to have 2 months to just sit and fucking have to think about everything that went wrong and things that you could have did different or things that even other people could have did different that would have made the situation not turn out like that,
right.
man. I know you got a lot to say. And so, yeah, man, I do,
but
can't
I
do
can't. Yeah, we
Yeah,
still
right,
got some other stuff going on. So.
Right.
No, I feel that.
When the
Gotta
time
get it
is
right.
come,
You
I
gotta
come
get it
back
right,
and
right.
tell y'all all the tea. Y'all
Hey,
know,
hey,
right
hey,
now we just
fine.
gonna crack the door.
No, I feel that. And so, how do you think that has elevated you as far as like your music?
I feel like it gave me more purpose. You know how like some people say once you have a kid, you got a new reason to go harder and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like once you experience near death, it gives you another reason to go harder in life every day. Like being there and being in a situation to where the doctors are saying like, you know, if it would have went lower, you would have bled out, or higher, you would have bled out. Like you in a blessed situation to still be alive. Like it gives me another purpose. It gives me a reason. And you know, I'm definitely grateful, thankful for God of allowing me to still be here to this day. But it's like it's a purpose. Let me fulfill out that purpose. That means that I shouldn't have done certain things a certain way, but I still should be on my path that He's selected for me.
So that was my next question. Like,
It's
this
a part of your
this help
journey.
you help you, I guess, see or like move different. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Oh yeah, like I did coming back out. I think I done a couple shows a couple weeks ago, but like being back on sanctioned stages with featured special guests, stuff like that, like coming back on the scene. I just really more so did that yesterday.
Okay.
And,
wow.
With that,
I saw that.
You did?
Yeah, I saw that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you know, man,
I do my little research.
Jason do a lot of research. Me, you know, I'm like I freestyle off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I be want to know. You know what I'm saying? I do a little bit of digging. I don't do too much, but you know what I'm saying?
I came out and just because I feel like the situation that happened to me was a lack of security, I came out suited and booted.
Right.
And that's how I am when I leave the house, period. If you book me for a show, I have a security team, had a security, 3 bodyguards, you know what I'm saying, or at least 2 with me at all times.
It is.
Making sure that I'm protected.
Speaking of security.
Because guess what? You're a superstar. Anyway, you need 2 or 3 goddamn
speaking of
bodyguards.
I seen she, you know, she getting the range now, you know what I'm saying? I said, okay.
Okay.
I fuck with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. I definitely went to the range.
So what you carry now? What you carry?
A 9.
Okay.
I can dig it.
I with it.
And that's the crazy thing is that's what I got hit with. So I learned.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
look.
it is what it is. I got some top training.
Right.
So from some real shooters. So
And she wasn't scared to bust a gun, y'all. I saw the Instagram.
So,
She
but you
didn't
know the
look
crazy
scared.
thing is, when I was younger, I used to be terrified of guns. Like terrified. If I seen a gun, I'm sick to my stomach. Don't want to be around it. I was terrified of the police. Even like getting pulled over or anything, just because I equated guns to the police or police to guns and guns equating to killing people.
Right.
So growing up, like I don't want a gun around me. I don't want police. Like I'm sick type of thing. And then I guess I don't know, in a way it came back full circle. Like you were so afraid of it until it came to you. And now it's like you're forced to have to deal with it. So now I'm way more comfortable with it. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, I know, I mean, I carry for a job, but then I carry outside. If I leave the house without it, I feel feel naked.
I carry
feel
for the
man,
element.
I feel naked. You know what I'm saying? It's like
we good.
Yeah.
it's
You know what I'm
like
saying? We make sure we're safe.
Like,
I don't
certain-
leave the house without it.
Yeah.
I can have security, and my security is doing their job
Right,
with
but
protecting
still-
me. But I still,
I gotta
still
protect me.
It's like if you have a different mindset when you carry, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you feel comfortable, but you more aware of your surroundings and you kind of like everything is going.
Not even with carrying it. Like ever since that happened to me, like I maybe it's like PTSD in a way. Like when I go to clubs, like even though I was already trained on this, when you go to a club as an artist, you should first thing that after you
self-awareness. It's just self-awareness. You
first
make sure you know the exits.
The exit, you introduce yourself to the security. Where's the nearest exit to you? Where are you going to be sitting at? Where like you got to know that. And I know it's crazy because there's a lot of artists that don't know that. People don't know that. Like, what you mean? Why am I looking for the exits? Because you need to know how to get up out of there if anything goes awry.
Right.
Yeah.
And then or even growing up, my father or the male figures in my life was always like, being a protector, never have your back towards the door.
Oh,
so
yeah.
even if
always
I'm
back in the driveway,
you know what I'm saying, like that. Don't go home the same way. If you feel like someone's following you, make 3 lefts. If you make 3 lefts, you know for a fact that they follow you because that puts you back at point A.
Right.
You can make 3 rights and you can be at a whole different place. But if you make 3 lefts, you're back at square one.
Right.
I just realized that. Well, not realized that. I was just told that.
Right.
And then it made sense. I was like, oh, wow, 3 lefts is not okay, but 3 rights is fine because you're going somewhere else.
Right.
So it's just my maneuvers is just different.
Well,
and of course, it's not like, oh, I've arrived, I have everything figured out. But it's just, I'm definitely way more cautious of how I move, when I move, and what am I moving for? What's my purpose?
Right.
So to me, always like carrying a weapon is a whole lot of responsibility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But do you feel like having a weapon makes you feel safer?
To an extent. But at the same time, if I replay the situation, like we had 4 different shooters, over 200 bullet shells.
Oh wow!
Even if I were I were to have my gun, you know what I'm saying, and I bust back, like it's still the odds, you know what I'm saying. So it just depends on the situation. It's different if it's a one-on-one, somebody trying to rob me or attack me, but if the odds are literally against you, what can you do?
So hold up, you said 200 shells?
Over 200 bullet shells that were found.
And you only got hit once?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And I was the only one that got hit.
But that's the thing that it's like they probably wasn't even coming for you.
No, they were not.
Yeah,
they wasn't,
so that's the thing.
Even worried about me.
I'm like,
they was cool with me.
They were cool with me.
Hey,
look, man, when bullets start spraying, they don't have no damn name. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in the way, then you in the way.
I'm like,
or whatever. So
for me, carrying is like I still don't feel safe. It's just I'm able to protect myself a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if they choose between you or them, they gonna choose them.
Yeah.
Always.
So you gotta be ready and willing to even
the person that says, "Oh, I am not selfish. I'll give the clothes off my back." Okay, everybody in this world is selfish.
They gonna push you in front of their hands to catch that bullet.
You cannot give me one person in this world that is not selfish. Even like I said, the person that says, "Oh, no, absolutely not." Everyone's selfish. If it's you and me, I'm gonna choose me. It is what it is.
No, that's real.
I'm not gonna be like, okay, you can kill me before I kill you. Nah, nobody's moving like that.
No, that's real. That's real.
Survival of the fittest.
So hey man, back to the music. Back to the music. Right. So the first thing is I got a track right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the no.
And we're gonna play that new. We're gonna play that new right here. Man, look, I want you to go ahead and introduce the track for us.
What's up, y'all? This is Damn Right. Produced by Yakko Worldwide, starring, of course, all me, Miss Coxx.
It is.
Yeah,
let's go.
Oh yeah.
Only thing I speak is all blue. I pop out and that's gonna break the news. I put these hoes to sleep, it ain't no snooze. Whatever I do, I got something to prove. I'ma show you how to move. 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 I don't play no games, but I keep the Chicos. If he say he score a brick, it ain't no free throws. I can't save a hoe. No, I'm not your hero. If we talking cash, big bag, yeah, that's all needle. Put a number in the count, a lot of zeros. I'm a star in the movie, you on B-roll. Bitches try to copy me like they at Kiko's. I'm on my MJ shit and bitch, you Tito. Damn right, bitch, you better keep it tight. Cause your nigga steady looking, fuck around and get it right. He ain't never left the city, so I took him on the flight. Bitch, you should appreciate me, cause you finally living right. Only thing I speak is all blue. I pop out and that's gon' break the news. I put these hoes to sleep, it ain't no snooze. Whatever I do, I got something to prove. I'ma show you how to move. 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 Money make her come dance and make her dance. She can go around, won't do many man, love to eat it. Call him patty cake man, touch the one, he my number one fan. But he paid the band for only one dance. Now we acting like he really is the man. I can show you different, you can act your man, never extra just to make the money dance. Yeah, alright. I let him beat the box and now I call him Big Mike. Something so good that he had to lose the fight. And now he claim he love me, told that nigga, yeah right. Now why you only thing I speak is all blues. I pop out and that's gon' break the news. I put these hoes to sleep, it ain't no snooze. Whatever I do, I got something to prove. I'ma show you how to move. 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 Oh yeah, it's Coxx time. Oh yeah, damn right.
Hey, there it is, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. But look, man, fresh out the kitchen, goddamn.
Yeah.
She whipped that motherfucking shit up for y'all, man. Drop that shit right here on Blast Radio Atlanta. Y'all know what the fuck going on. So look, tell me, like, what's your writing process? Do you prefer to, like, you know, be in the studio, out of the studio? You like a freestyle, or are you like a writer? Like, you know, like, what's your process when it comes time to being creative with your music?
I'm definitely a vibe person, so if I hear a track, definitely just write to it. But I don't know, I feel like, you know, in certain aspects, I may just hear bars in my head and then just keep going. So a lot of times I'll have verses that I've already written in my head or hear it, put it in my phone, doing a note like, oh, this melody will sound crazy. Well, let me get a track to this type of thing. I write a lot of music, believe it or not, in the shower. Like,
oh wow.
You know, some people say on the tongue, like they do whatever, but I write a lot of music in the shower. I just be thinking like, okay, that'd be fine, like, you know, and I just end up having whole songs fresh out the shower chronicles. Fresh out the shower. I just call it fresh, yeah, you know.
Hey, okay. So
what they talking about?
I say, and I love how real, down to earth, and authentic she is. Look, as long as the man upstairs got you, man, can't nothing hold you up, you know, and nothing can stop you. Nobody gonna protect you like yourself. That's some real shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And love the pen game. Definitely gotta write.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
The song was hard.
Word, man. I feel that. Look, so tell us, like, what's the next big thing that you feel like, you know, for you and your music?
Definitely getting back in the studio, working on the EP right now, hopefully releasing in January of next year. So definitely working.
We like them drops around our birthday. We love that thing around our birthday.
I'm dropping something around my birthday.
100, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely that. I definitely want to tap into being more emotional and vulnerable, at least if not in the project, in the whole project as a whole, but in at least one or two. Like, that's hard for me, like, personally, but I'm cool with it. Okay, I can take on everybody else's emotions, but when it comes to expressing my own self, like, yeah, and then, like, even like I said, still talking about the situation, I can talk about it to an extent, but it's like I think it's still aspects of me that still hasn't healed or grown from it, type of thing. But definitely I want to be more vulnerable.
That's
I
gonna be
feel
a
that.
movie.
Yeah,
That's
it,
gonna be a
absolutely.
movie.
Yeah.
No, 100. I feel that.
So definitely the project, definitely some acting. I believe that last time we talked about it, we were doing a documentary in the works, like a lot of behind the scenes stuff. We definitely recorded like
That's what's up.
physical therapy, hospital visits, that type of stuff. But I don't have a date for that because, like I said, we still got some legalities that's still taken care of. But once that's done, cleared out, then it's up.
Then it's on.
Right,
It's on.
It's Coxx time right now, but it's definitely gonna be Coxx time then.
Already, man. I love that.
Right.
I'm glad that you're still out here, man, doing your thing, holding down, staying strong with, know, regardless as to whatever come your way. Because that's real, man. Resilience and perseverance is like big strong factors that I feel like it's ingrained in us as Black people, though, for real.
Right.
You really got to be a lazy motherfucker to not get out here and really do something, for yourself or whatever like that. And so, like, resilience and perseverance and tenacity and, all those things are things that
if you don't work,
ambition,
you don't eat.
No,
drive.
Yeah. Those are things that are ingrained in us because of all that we went through. We've always had to overcome,
Always.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, man, a lot of things that you've been through were just things that you needed to overcome to get you to where you're meant to be. And so, man, I just love that you still got the drive to get out here and go for it and do it. You like, man, ain't nothing holding me back. I'm gonna do it all, man. Movies, TV, music,
everything. Everybody, hit me up. Look, we outside, we working. Like I said, I wasn't outside, but I'm outside full fledged. It's Coxx time.
Yeah. Not that the negative stuff happened to you, so you take the negative, turn to a positive. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it. That's how you win, for real.
Beat the odds. What Lil Baby said, beat the odds, do numbers, and remain humble.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Man, look, everybody needs to watch that documentary, man. Everybody got a documentary.
I'm behind in that.
Everybody got to.
But I can't wait. I'm super excited.
You'll learn something.
No, that's some real motivation right there. That should have put you in the mindset of where you like. So the one thing that I love about all the docuseries and the movies and stuff like that they come out about artists and even the old artists, not just like the hip hop shit, but like all around every artist that they've come out with, like the little movies and stuff like that. Like you really get an opportunity to see what these people have gone through. Their stories don't be easy. They've gone through a lot of things that regular people go through or whatever like that. And look, man, it's us that make these celebrities seem superhuman or seem as amazing as they are or whatever like that. Like without us, they would be regular people. And so I feel like that's something that we always got to remember, and that's something that should really make us humble ourselves and make us really see how important and how much value we have to make another motherfucker seem like Buddha or Gandhi or God or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Because without us ranting, raving, and praising
about them,
you know what I'm saying? Then exactly. And so every day we got to be conscious of ourselves and who we are and what we doing and our associations with other people and everything like that. And I feel like, man, all that plays into a big part as to who you are. And when you decide to become an artist, it's gonna play a part in your career and what you show to other people or whatever like that. So it's important for you to have yourself together, have yourself grounded and be self-aware enough to know, you know what I'm saying, what's what and right from wrong, because the industry is a place that will drag you down. You know what I'm saying?
If you let it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. So tell me, you got any shows or anything like that that's coming up for us in the next few days, weeks, whatever?
Few days. What do I have going on? I know I have to do Miami Lounge on Thursday.
Okay, Miami Lounge on Thursday. Lit tea.
Yeah.
My podcast every Wednesday live on Twitch.
Oh, turn the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah, I do have a podcast called Coxx. We talk about sex in a fun yet interesting, inviting way.
Okay.
Also talk about relationships, but definitely Coxx.
Okay, Coxx, man. So I just feel like Coxx needs to be on Black Radio. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we a big happy family. Come on.
We talk crazy on there, definitely.
We talk crazy right
It's
here.
the truth sessions
Goddamn.
over here.
But we sex. Like
Hey, look,
Okay.
what's your craziest cocktail outside the bedroom? Like,
look,
Okay.
I'm grown as fuck out here.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Last time I checked, man, I was
Yeah.
grown as fuck, bro. You know
Talk
what
about
I'm saying? Look,
Yeah.
no,
It definitely
I
sounds
feel that.
interesting.
I feel that.
We'll have to check
I
it
feel
out.
that. Hey, look, man. So the one thing that I do want everybody to remember. Now, the first thing is y'all can call in 678-777-4583 if you want to chit chat and talk with us, man. 678-777-4583 is the number that you can call if you got a compliment, if you got a comment, if you got a question. All right, but outside of that, man, this is a radio station. We play whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck, however the fuck we want to. That's all, man. You see how I made sure I made all them cuss words because I do whatever the fuck I want because
they gonna get
Let's
it.
go.
this my shit. You know what I'm
I'm telling
saying?
the big thing, Big Sean.
Look,
What we do, we support
Man,
independent artists.
we support independent artists,
Only
we support
indie artists.
independent
That's
businesses,
it.
you know what I'm saying? We
Talk
support
about
entrepreneurs and we talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about, man, and we throw whatever shows and segments on this
We want
motherfucker
to.
that we want to. That's the perk of having your
Your
own
own
shit.
Your own
Right. No,
I'm my
own boss.
for real.
Humble
That's
ass
what it
radio
is. You know what
dot
I'm saying? So no, man, I love people who have a voice. I think it's
Right.
important for us to have a voice. And I don't give a fuck what you talk about. You can be talking about sex, you could be talking about dogs, you can be talking about cats, goddamn. If that's what the fuck you want to talk about and you make it interesting and people listen, then shit, good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because there's a lot of
Talk
shit
your
out
talk.
here that is not spoken on that need to be. And so, man, one thing I want to mention while we're on here. So I went to an interview yesterday. We had my man Charleston Smith. And one of my people was doing an interview on him. And, you know, like prior to me being here at this place, you know, you hear a lot of things about people and you read the things.
Charleston White. Is it
Charleston White.
Is
Yeah,
it white?
maybe white.
Yeah.
White, maybe. Okay, whatever, man. My man is the hip hop guy who out here talking all that shit about all these
Talking
artists.
crazy.
Yeah, my man Charleston. Okay, look. All right, so look.
Charleston White.
Yeah, okay, Charleston White. My bad. So Charleston White.
Yeah.
I went to the interview or whatever like that, and so you see a lot of things, you know, in the industry and on social media, and people have all these things to say about folks, and you know, man, and how they present themselves or whatever. And so, you know, man, prior to going to this interview, I had a thought in my mind just based on things that I had seen and things that I had known, and how the internet and social media portray him like, oh, he's just like, you know, this person who just like to talk shit about the hip hop game and whatever like that. And however, but sitting and listening to this man talk and him really having an intimate interview and just being real, you know, it just really showed me something completely different. You know, that man, he has a lot of great things that he's looking to do in changing our community and bringing our community together.
He does do a lot of good things.
When we don't really realize how much music shapes everything that we do, and how music also can tear a lot of things down depending on the type of music it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of the music that's being pushed and that is playing on your radios and playing inside your homes or whatever like that, the message is not the best message for your children, for people who are easily influenced or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's important that we're conscious of our platform when we have a platform to speak upon, which where you can say whatever it is that you want to say and do whatever it is that you want to do or whatever like that.
You never know who's listening and watching.
Exactly.
But true
man.
enough, you can't fight hate with hate though.
You can't.
And I think that's the perception that Charleston is getting right now. It's like he said, "Fuck Nipsey, fuck Lil Baby, fuck Future." He said those things, and that's the way they made it seem.
And he explained it, but y'all also have to understand how social media and the industry and media in general, the news and everybody will take your words and they will flip that shit to make it seem to make it say what they want it to say. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you do radio and everything. So you know that and you understand that. But so he commented on that. in this interview. Look, man, Life of the Party podcast is where y'all can find the full interview or whatever like that.
Right.
I mean, I got some clips and I'm gonna chop them up and I'll put it on our page as well. But one of the things that he said when he said like fuck Nipsey, he didn't mean fuck Nipsey. What he said during this interview is he wanted people to understand the man.
Right.
He wanted people to understand Ernest. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't saying fuck Nipsey like, man, fuck that nigga or whatever like that. But that's a character. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's saying fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get down to the nitty gritty of the man behind all of that. So that's so that's what he meant. And so when you talking, it's so easy for people to take a clip and I can say, man, guess what? Fuck all these bitches because really bitches don't be about shit anyway. And then somebody could take that and they could do whatever the fuck they want to do with it and make it seem like whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I could have only been talking about this bitch right here. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck like that. You know what I'm saying? But they can flip it and make it seem like I'm like, oh man, fuck women everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because every woman is a bitch and whatever like that. It's so easy for media to manipulate your words and to make people believe what they want them to believe.
Right.
And if you're easily influenced and if you don't dig deep enough or you don't go and find or seek the truth, then you're just gonna believe whatever the fuck people are throwing out.
You a follower.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's important for us to dig deeper, but it's also important for us to use our platforms in a way that is going to promote a lot more positivity. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being real and being honest, because without the truth, you know what I'm saying, your explanation and your movement is null and void. Exactly. So you know what I'm saying, like you really have to understand a person who and you gotta. I empathize with him a lot because he was a person that didn't come from the type of surroundings that we came from or whatever like that. But he placed himself in those type of surroundings to find understanding of those surroundings so that he can reach and talk to somebody who came out of those surroundings.
He's definitely doing big things, like, you know what I'm saying, the background. But none of that stuff is talked about.
Right, no, exactly. And they talk about the negative things and all that other stuff. But look, man, the truth of the matter is everybody out here got opinions. Opinions are like assholes.
They all stink.
You know what I'm saying? and the truth of the matter as well is that, man, we have become a society where words control us. You remember, like, when you was a kid and your mama would tell you, man, you know what I'm saying, sticks and stones may break any bones, but words will never hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to go hard and go strong on that shit, man. Fuck what another nigga say, you know what I'm saying? Because nigga, you can hit me, you can punch me, that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? Your words, only I can let your words hurt me. But now we're in a cesspool of everyone feeling like, yeah, man, it's too, everything is so touchy. Yeah, man. Everything is so touchy and it's so sensitive, and you know what I'm saying. Now they taking our raps and they charging us with cases and RICOs and shit. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so my advice to people is just, of course, like I said, that all comes back to self, and it's a self-awareness of making sure you're aware of who you are, the people that are around you, and and the people that mean good for you, or whatever. Because people who mean good for you, they're gonna try to understand you.
Right.
Even if they don't understand you, they're gonna try to understand you because they know in their heart, they know you. If they fuck with you, they know you, and they know in their heart that you're a good person. And so they're gonna try, and they're gonna try to figure out, where is your logic in this, and then understanding that everybody is different, man. We all perceive things differently or whatever. So what I see is not what you see. You know what I'm saying? And what you see is not what I see. And a lot of what we see tends to be based upon where we came up, how we came up, the things that we were taught, and the things that we saw. So, you know what I'm saying? Just be conscious and be aware, and you know what I'm saying? And give a motherfucker a break every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, because you don't know what people are going through or what people are dealing with in their life or whatever like that. So my thing is just, be conscious.
Right. And then too, like you said, everybody goes through things, and you gotta kind of like, depending on how people respond, everybody responds to shit different. Like you could have went off on some other shit, like this motherfuckers done shot me, this, that. You could have went, flew off the handle, and you know what I'm saying, and talking crazy about everybody, but you know what I'm saying, you ain't doing that. you doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Nice and composed.
Yeah.
And look, man, when the time is right,
Yeah.
all will be revealed. Until then, everybody chill.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
I think that's the crazy thing about it. Like, because people see me as so nice, like, oh, Coxx is always smelling. She's always smelling. I guess in my mind, I'm in my head a lot. So it is what it is. I'm one of those.
Y'all be careful with that kindness, man.
Yeah.
Tell y'all, look, I be telling motherfuckers, just as kind as a motherfucker is, it's just how ruthless a motherfucker is.
Yep.
If you play them or if you do them the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? Like they're
It's a fine line.
bruh, that's real. And nice people trust and believe they have a dark side to them. That dark side might not come out as quickly or, you know what I'm saying, as easily as it will in someone else who don't have as much, you know, control over themselves. But trust and believe, nigga, if I'm nice, I could be just as fucking nasty.
Yeah.
You know, I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
Ticking time bomb.
For real.
For real.
I got that
Benny
name for a little while ago.
Yeah.
Benny Siegel said it best. Those handshakes don't match those smiles.
Whew, man.
That was
For real.
hard.
Yeah.
Those
For sure.
handshakes don't match those smiles.
That's some real shit.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
How
And
you
that
doing?
and man, that's a good explanation of the game, period. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? And so I say, man, just be conscious, be self-aware or whatever like that. Miss Coxx, man, you got something you want to say before we get our asses up out of here? You know what I'm saying? Something you want to leave our folks with? Matter of fact, wait, I got
We need
something
one
for
more
you.
song.
So look, man, she only sent me one song. Send me another song.
Oh, I'm gonna sing a song the song I just did.
Another
Just
exclusive.
There, that's how we like it.
Exclusive.
That's how
That's
we
what
like
we
it.
do.
It's actually
True
it's featuring,
sessions.
It's featuring it's the homie Young Essence featuring me. We actually released on all platforms past Friday.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can email it.
Run it up.
Get over swinging. Yeah.
Okay.
Run it up.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So
There it is. Okay, and so while
Big
we're
man.
getting this song sent over to us, there's some person out there right now, man, some young person, and they want to do music, and you know they don't know exactly where to start or what to do. You know, tell me what advice you would give to them.
and as far as where to start,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say first, find what makes you unique. That comes with the branding of it, and it's easier to market once you have your own brand.
Yes.
So once you know who you are and what you want to do, instead of like, oh, I want to be like a city girl, I want to be like a Nicki Minaj, I want to be like a Beyonce. Find what makes you stick to it. In addition to that, be consistent. You have to be. One of my biggest hangups through my career thus far has just been the ability to stay consistent. Like I'll have moments, like hot moments, and then it's like, oh, I don't feel like that. Like, you know, like when you go through those times or whatever.
Right.
But definitely I would say stay consistent, but find your niche, because your niche matters.
Yes.
What sets you apart from everybody else is really what matters.
Mm-hmm.
Like people can be like, oh, whatever, but my name is Miss Coxx. Like that's the name that I was born into. And then my slogan is Coxx Time. Like that's all me. Even the Coxx Tales, my show, you telling stories about Coxx. It's just every aspect is unique. You can do whatever you do or whatever and attempt to imitate or duplicate, but it's still unique based on So find what makes you unique and go for it. Go get it by any means. Get to it.
So
Hell yeah,
one more
get
question
to it.
before she'll
I
get
got
to
one
this
more
song. What would 25-year-old Miss Coxx tell 16-year-old Miss Coxx?
Patience. Slow down. Take your time. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for everything. So I felt myself like when I was younger, definitely like, oh, I gotta release a song this week. I wanted to release music every single week and just throw stuff out there. But it's like your product is your name. So you still have to make sure that you are in the you cultivate it like a plant in order for it to grow and flourish. You have to make sure that you are putting the right ingredients to it versus let me just do that. Oh, well, so-and-so released music, so I need to do this every single day type of thing. So definitely say patience. Your time is your time. Can't nobody take it.
Right.
If it's meant for me, it's gonna be meant for
You
me
can't get that
regardless.
bad.
That part.
So
We can do the same thing. But if it's meant for me, it's gonna be
Before
meant for
you
me.
go to this thing, but there is a process for dropping music, okay? All that's one thing that I had to just chime in and say that because we do have a lot of people who listen for tips and they listen to, try to grow their craft or whatever. There is a process and there's a method to dropping a track, and just put that shit out there is not it. So artists, be conscious of just how quickly you want to release some shit because you just want people to hear it or whatever like that. You got to think, man, like, do you just want people to hear your music? Because that's easy. You know what I'm saying? Or are you looking and a livelihood off of it? You know what I'm saying? Because if you looking to build a career and you looking to build a livelihood off of it, you're looking to take care of yourself and your family off of your gift. There is a proper way for you to release your music. And if you need to know that, you can hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a consultation. I fuck with your girl, big show. All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. My question is: so when Miss Coxx is not doing music, and you're doing shows and all of that stuff, how do you relax? Like, what are you doing like in your free time?
In my free time, because my family.
I want to know what you're doing now. You got me interested. I want to know. Mischievous.
So my family calls me the young granny. So I am in the bed.
Are you? Look, now let me tell you something about Aquarius. We love a motherfucking nap. Goddamn, man. Look, listen to me. It's murder. I love me a motherfucking nap. I will go to sleep in a minute. I don't mind.
Yeah,
go lay down.
I'm taking a nap. I need a nap. I'm going to bed.
For real.
I'm working. I'm enjoying everything I'm doing, but it's like, like yesterday, we was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go on by 12:30. That means we could be in the bed. I could be in the bed by 1:30. Yes, I'm so excited. Like, woo, can't wait. Other than that, I'm definitely spending time with my family and loved ones. Like I said, just being big on love, genuine love. So when you're around that, I want to take in every single moment, because you never really know when it's gonna be the last person's time with you.
Right.
So I'm definitely spending time with my nieces, making sure nephews, family, brothers, siblings, calling, checking in, like check on your people, like that's
just because, man. And shout out to my family, and we'll talk, because that was the first time that I had ever heard somebody really say how like. Just express how important that is for you to check on people for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You hit them up just to say that, see if they're okay. That's how you keep relationships. It's how you build relationships or whatever like that. It's important for you to reach out to people that fuck with you and support you.
Even your strong friends, like my friend is so strong. They don't need me to call and check in.
That'd be the one.
The ones that seem the strongest really be the weakest mentally, and you don't even know when they low part. Like they can be smiling, you know what I'm saying, and not being able to,
You're torn up inside. Yeah, that's real.
Smiling and posting and everything, like,
but hurt.
Oh well, I seen that you posted, so you're good. Like, nah. This is a time.
Sometimes, look, man, and what's crazy about that social media shit is people always wanna feel hit. That's one thing that I really realize about social media. People always want to feel hit, but you don't know whether that person is posting that message for them.
Yeah.
A reminder to them for whatever the fuck or however the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a message to everybody because they done been there and they done been through that and they know what it feel like. And guess what? If I done been through it, and I know it's a million other people out here that done felt it and have been through it. So man, y'all. Look, man, perception is everything. And that's how you know, man, a self-centered motherfucker from a motherfucker who really care about other people. You know what I'm saying? Because self-centered motherfuckers take shit and they internalize it and they make it feel like it's about them. You know what I'm saying? When everything is not about you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
it's your fault.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. It's your fault. You did this.
For real.
Like, you did.
For real.
You made me hate you.
Look, man, and guess what? They be having these motherfuckers. What?
Big man.
Okay. Look, man. Right here, man. Big man, Essence, and Miss Coxx. Let's get it.
Yeah.
It's like I got 3 parents here right now trying to sit down. Somebody sit down.
750 BB diamonds in my ears. Check out spin black switch gears. 7 days at the track like it ain't that. By my feet, wanting bags, I ain't serving eggs. Leg out the way you fold, you put it in the bag. So you said he did it first, but he did it last. Play the role, shot a switch, ain't no pick and choose. Crickets turn bloods, pussy, you can't pick and choose. Hella breath, ain't no game, but we bang bang. Throw it up every time the camera's in my face. How we packs, keep it black, line, keep it candy. Turkeys and the pounds at the turkey bag.
Diamonds dancing on my chain, I'm like a big man. If I don't know you, what's your name? And know you too sad. We outside acting up, yeah, run that. In the club, throwing it up, I got 'em big mad, big mad. Oh yeah, they big mad, big mad. Oh yeah, they big mad, big mad. I got 'em real mad, big mad.
I got 'em real mad, cause my diamond dance. Purple jeans and my queens and me. I never ever lack, and my mama know. Bitch, I'm grown and fuck, shot to go ahead and bend it over. Neck water, plain Jane, wrist, rolling bad, bitch, part-time, lash tech, make money, strip club, throwing honey bun, free throw, one-on-one, bitch stick, one-on-one, AP, I need a ton of them.
Keep it in the pocket cause they watch you. They be hating mad cause they can't stop you. Always in the pocket, rocket. Them big mad, but they can't stop you. Big watch, big rock, no TikTok. I'm the head general that got these bitches pissed off. Mad cause I go harder than you bitches on my day off. Because I'm in my prime, but this is only just a kick off. Diamonds dancing on my chain, I make 'em get mad. If I don't know you, what's your name? And now you too sad. We outside acting up, yeah, real bad. In the club, throwing it up, I got 'em big mad, big mad. Oh yeah, they big mad, they big mad, big mad. Oh yeah, they big mad, big mad. I got 'em real mad, big mad.
Yo, it's your girl Big Show. When you tuned into the truth session, you don't get no realer than this. Motherfucking right. Hey, look.
Hey,
no, that shit hit.
I'm
Not like
in
that.
general that
I'm
got
fuck with
these
it.
bitches pissed off, mad because I go harder than you bitches on my day off. Big Coxx, I'm in my prime, but this is only just the kickoff.
You heard it.
Y'all heard it.
You
Right
heard
here.
it. Coming for y'all.
Exclusive.
And that wasn't no
Yeah.
pussy, no dick, no fuck me, we're good, none of that. That was just straight bars.
Hey.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, I'm done.
All right,
Talk your
all
shit.
right. Look. Before we get out of here, I want to tell everybody again, of course, who you are, where they can find you on social media, and then, of course, any shout outs, any messages, anything like that you want to give to our people. It's your time to shine.
Again, y'all can follow me everywhere at Miss Coxx. That's MZCOXX. Again, that's MZCOXX. Triple X if you're nasty. Oh yeah. Yeah. Stay tuned. Follow me everywhere. We going digital. We going up. We going viral. We going global, international. It's Coxx time.
You heard. It's
Yeah.
the first, but it won't be the last. You already know
Oh,
what
for
it
sure.
is.
For
Yeah,
sure.
Miss Coxx should be back through here, man. Your girl, Big Show.
I am Jason C.
Your boy D Gray.
Hey, man, we right here. It's the truth session. You know
Yeah.
what the fuck going on. Oh, man, hey, look. Wash your ass, and wear a mask, all right?
You heard?
Y'all litty, man. Look. I gotta find the mouse. You know what I'm saying? Right here. We out here. Deuces.
Watch out for the rats.
No, real shit.